Welcome to Random Talk. We have made it to another day, but we have also made it through the week because today is Friday. So I don't know about you, but it gives me some reasons to celebrate a little bit more. Now, some of you may still have to go to work tomorrow and some of you may have to work on Sunday, but that does not mean that you cannot rejoice in the fact that you've made it through a week. Yes, we have to learn to celebrate those small things in life. That's what gets me through my weeks. You have to look for the small things. If you wait to only celebrate the big things, you will be depressed because sometimes the big things don't even come to us until the very end. So you got to learn to celebrate those small things. But moving on for our topic of the day, and today is all you have is all you need. I feel like this is a powerful message for some people because I know from personal experience, I was the one to always try my best to make out my list, and I had to have a check off before I would get started to do anything. Sometimes I would procrastinate or put it off because in my mind I said I need this or I need that. So let me give you some real life examples. What I do best, because I am hoping that this will help someone to work towards their dream. When you're working towards your dream, then you have to work towards the goal. And when you work towards the goal, you have to create the plan. And when you have the plan, oh my goodness, that's when everything gets to unfold and you get to see how all of your hard work is paying off. But sometimes people can't get to that start line because they're busy telling themselves, I need something else. I don't have enough. And I am here to tell you from personal experience, you have everything you need. Now, your real life example, when I decided to go ahead and get in the forefront with this motivational platform, if you've been following me, you will know that it was my dream as a young girl to be able to have a motivational place, a place of safety where people can come and just hear something positive. Because I'm telling you, one second, I'm sorry when you struggle with sinuses and allergies like I do, and I am not about to re-record because I had to clear my throat. So just give me a moment when that happens because I have the worst allergies and sinuses. But nevertheless, when you are trying to get yourself started on something, if you are like me, I was telling myself I have to wait, I have to have this, I have to have that. And usually it's not because we have to have it, it's because we want to have it. I know that's what it was for me. Then sometimes we can tell ourselves that we cannot start until we have these things because why? That is giving us some time to buy. We get to procrastinate and put it off because we're a little nervous about doing it. So when I decided to do this motivational platform, it was a dream since a child that I could be able to offer a space where people could come to just for some real talk, some truth, some real life examples, not when I make it to the top and then I tell you, oh, this is what you have to do. I want to give you the real life lessons as I go along the way of getting to the top. And I felt like I just felt like we needed more of that in the world because when I was in my dark places, I needed what I have going on right now. I just needed a place of somewhere I could go to relate to people. So of course, I'm not relating to the rich people and I'm not relating to the lazy people. I'm just relating to the people who really want to make something of their lives. They're tired of the pain, the stress, the struggles, the worries. I just want to give you a little light to let you know that I've been there. And so that is why I decided to do the motivational platform. But I also kept telling myself, I don't have what I need to be able to get it started, and I procrastinated. And then I decided to start. If you remember, I told you way back in some episodes, I decided to start this platform and then I got sick. And so then that put it off for a little while. And so I said a vow, if I can get another bill of clean health, and I'm not fully there yet, but I'm close enough to be able to get it started, that I was going to do the motivational platform. Now, let me tell you the things that I felt I needed. So I hope this helps someone make it work in your situation. It may not be exactly the same thing, but you will be able to get the gist. So I was like, I need a camera. No, you don't, because your phone takes beautiful pictures. So guess what? Every recording you see me doing, it is coming from my beautiful Samsung Galaxy S21 FE. That's my phone. First off, I'm an Android. I love it, but I am a Samsung Galaxy lover to the end of time. I know at least 15 years now, so no one can make me detour from being a Samsung lover because they have done me right. They have treated me right. So everything that you see is coming from my cell phone, my everyday mobile device. I am telling you, you have all that you need. Whenever I do any other work, the software that I use the same software that I use for my business, and I use it for my business with Novelty Woman. Why? Because it's my software. I'm paying for it, so I allow one business to support the other business. You have all that you need. Now, for those of you that are saying, well, I don't have software, you don't have to have it, but you have to decide, do I want to get started? That's why you see some people, what some people would consider to be just trash for video content. In my mind, I say they are starting where they are. You will see some people that have horrible lighting. They are starting where they are. So often we will not get started because we are telling ourselves that we don't have what we need. You have what you need. What you possibly lack is the confidence to get yourself started. So I am telling you, take it from me. And then also when I started my other business that pays, my bills, when I started that business, I absolutely was terrified because I thought of everything that I was going to need along the way. And so that helped me to become procrastinating. I was procrastinating on what I wanted to do and what I needed to do because I was like overthinking it. I was saying, well, you're going to need this later on, but I wasn't focusing on now. And it turned out that I had everything I needed. And what the beauty of that is that you just build along the way. So I don't know what it is that you want to do. It may be that you want to start a new hobby. You may want to leave and go somewhere. You may want to travel. You have everything that you need. You just have to, look at the surface. Don't look at what everyone else is doing. You just look at what you are doing and know that where you start is not where you finish. So where you start out, there's going to be growth. You don't have to be at perfection. That is why people get stressed out. They become depressed. Some people have nervous breakdowns because they are trying to perfect something. None of us are perfect. All we can do is give everything the best try that we have. Now, you can look at what you are doing along the way and see how can you improve things. There are so many things that I want to have right now for this motivational platform, but I don't have it. When I would love to go somewhere and rent a recording studio, I don't have it, and I don't want to spend the money on that because I can think of someplace else that the money can go. So you just understand, and if no one else has told you, let me tell you, you have everything that you need to be able to get started. You just have to look at it closely. Think about, what do I really need, not what you want. Because I don't know about you parents out there, but I know I had to teach my children, and I am still teaching the soon-to-be 16-year-old. It is not about what you want. It is about what you need. I take care of your needs first. Your wants come later. And that is the same thing when you are trying to get started with something that you want to do. So just know that you have what it takes. You have what you need. The only thing you need to do is build confidence to say, let me just go out here and get it started. Let me give you one real life example. So from previous episodes, I told you that I'm a licensed life insurance agent. The one thing they tell you to understand as a life insurance agent is that you have to, of course, know your why, but you also have to be willing to just dive in, because a lot of the things that you are learning about life insurance, you take the test and you get certified, and then you have to take that beast of a test for the state exam. Once you pass that state exam, no one is expecting you to know everything right up front. See, that was hard for me because I like to try to be prepared in every which way. So it was very uncomfortable for me when I got started, and I had to learn along the way. I had to build skills along the way. But they knew, the people that had been doing it for decades, they were like, that's where everyone starts. You have all you need. Because what I needed came from the test. What I needed came from the certification course. So I had the knowledge, I just didn't have the experience. So just know that you have all that you need to get started. You just have to make the choice to get started. You have to make the decision. That is all that I have for you today for this random talk. I hope it gives someone a boost, because I don't want you to be like me. I promise it was a thing. It was almost like a disease, because I was overthinking things constantly, and I don't want you to do that. And I don't want anyone holding out on something that you really desire to do because you are worried about you don't have what you need. I want you to know that you have everything that you need. And just like I always tell you from previous episodes, if you want it bad enough, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. You're going to have to weigh your pros and your cons and figure out, what can I take away in order to put this in place? Because we can't have everything that we want at the time that we want it. So you may have to miss out on some things. There was a time in my life before COVID, I was always getting my nails done. That was where I was. That was my one moment in life that I just had to myself for those 45 minutes. Now, the reason I stopped was because my nail person, I felt like he was me and I was him, and he just left. I don't know where he went. And so when I looked around to places, I was like, they can't do it as well as him. That's what stopped me. But also, when I look at how much nails, the people who actually pay to go get them done, how much that is as an expense, I look at what I can use paying to get my nails done that can pay for my software that I need to do what I need to do. That's just me giving you some real talk and some real life examples. It's all about how you weigh your pros and cons. And it's also about, what do you really want? Are you willing to sacrifice it? So you have what you need. You have all that you need. It's just, how are you going to prioritize it? What are you going to put in place to make it happen? Don't overthink it. Don't doubt yourself. Just move with confidence. Make sure you tune in for the next Random Talk.